going to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in at the center position.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Nobody near Milton. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giddey against Williams. Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. This one for three. The three. Three-pointer is right on. Target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Drives to the hoop, and White slams it in.
Oh, tough play from White here. Hits the foul, but doesn't give up finishing what he started.
Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Melton kicks to Williams. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson outside. A three ball. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Melton passes to Williams. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Giddey. Buzelis with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's White. And the rejection by Claxton. In transition, here come the Nets. Poked away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Claxton with the steal. Johnson right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Wide, a screen on Williams.
First personal foul. Team seconds.
And here is Giddey. He has 5. Here's the 3.
Long arms, moves the feet well. Johnson, tough on the defensive side.
Pass to Clowney. Melton feeling it out a bit. To the inside. On the wing, Melton. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Williams. And again, Chicago. No good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from 3.
Oh, my goodness. Man. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Melton. The kick out to Williams. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Chicago leading. Pass to Buzelis. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. White up top. He's guarded by Melton. White setting the pick for Giddey. Takes a three. White, good. 8 points for him.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
The kick out to Williams. Another miss by Williams. White drives in. Tries again. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Kobe White, he's been feeling it tonight. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Watford out there with Wilson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Sharp and at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's good, 2 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here is Smith. Outside ball. Driving the lane, and Ball slams it in.
That kind of aggressiveness, that's what you want to see more from Ball.
Russell dishes to Thomas. Outside Russell. Back to Watford. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
If I had someone setting picks like that for me, my game probably wouldn't have changed, but maybe I would have played a few more years.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Here's Thomas. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Watford. Thomas against Ball. Thomas passes to Watford. Now, here's Sharp. G right on it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Russell against Ball. Banked in off the glass. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots. The play is under video review. The rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. 5 on the clock. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Thomas.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Thomas driving inside. A slam dunk by Thomas.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Dosunmu. And another miss by Chicago. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2, they now take the lead. Thomas got 11.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Here's Ball. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
In the corner, it's Watford. Pass to Sharp. Out to Russell. Screen by Watford. Russell passes to Watford. Over Collins. The shot by Watford, no good. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The kick out to Ball. Herter with a screen on Russell. Ball, the pass to Herter. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Sharp. Can't hit from in close. Well, Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dosunmu finds Ball. Beyond the arc. Again, Ball missing. Thomas, it's a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzel is out there with Vucevic, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. The Bulls leading by 4 to the left side wing. And Vucevic throws it down.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vooch. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Here's Giddey. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Count that one. Vucevic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. On the wing, Giddey. He's got 10. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Zaire.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
To the middle. The kick out to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Giddey against Williams. White the pass to Giddey. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. Nets trail by 7. Johnson sets the screen for Melton. Pass to Johnson. Plays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Richard, take a look at DeAnthony Melton's game. A combo guard, and size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open 3, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
For 3, Williams. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 8. White, wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Picked by Vucevic.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Giddey kicks to White. Back to Giddey. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Right.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for him.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Thomas passes to Wilson. And it's Russell in the corner. Sharp on the wing. And the rejection by Smith. The Bulls leading by 11. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Herter. Back to Ball. For the 3. Wilson grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Watford with it. Now guarded by Ball. It's Thomas outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Ball finds Collins. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Russell high post. They get it back. Here's Sharp. And he banks in the layup. Sharp's got his first basket.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Sharp. Wilson out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Russell, and it's Thomas in at the 2 guard. So that's the Nets 5.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Ball kicks to Herter. Back to Ball. Pass to Herter. No good from outside. Nets trail by 4. Watford inside. Covered by Smith. Knocked away. And now the Bulls on the break. Bulls moving the ball around. Collins, good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the basket is good.
A multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
The Bulls leading by 4. Herter with a screen on Russell. Pass to Herter. The 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Back to Russell. It's Thomas, high post.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Left side, Ball. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
There's the goal on Kevin Herter. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's Williams with the drive, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 4. Outside Thomas. The kick out to Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Giddey with the screen on Johnson. Back to Giddey. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Williams against White. Williams gets to Thomas. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Clowney. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Bulls.
You hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
The Bulls leading by 5. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Ball sends a screen for Giddey. Outside, Ball. Nice move, and it's Giddey laying it in. Giddey's got 15 points in just the 2nd half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the 4th.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Ball with a wide-open look, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Beyond the leaning, you can
could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Poked loose. Stolen by Ball. Here he goes. And Ball slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6.
Cameron Thomas.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And Chicago has possession. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams kicks to Giddey. The tray. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 8. And here are the Nets. Outside Thomas to the left wing. From downtown. Ball from long range. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
teams. Like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
So here are the Jazz starting five. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Sexton against Melton. Clock at 6. Kessler a screen. Here's Sexton. Here's Hendricks. Markkanen for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Pass to Clowney. George against Thomas. Now here's Melton. Left side Johnson. The 3. Kessler with a rebound. The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Markkanen for 3. Another miss by Markkanen. Now the Nets with it. They set the pick. Pass to Claxton. Johnson with it. Here's Clowney. Thomas outside. Throws it up high. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush. The whole thing was perfect. Stolen by Melton. Here's Clowney. And he dunks it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Just a flashy move by Sexton, speeding past the defense and slamming it home.
From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings. Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Here's George. Pass to Kessler. Kessler, a screen on Melton. For 3, Sexton. Another 3 for Utah.
And the pick and roll was a good decision by Sexton. He's got solid playmaking instincts.
Outside Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Check by Sexton. Back to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The baseline J. Melton misses. Utah's gone 3 of 4 on 3s here in this first quarter. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Markkanen outside. Kessler a screen. 3-pointer. And Markkanen's good for 3. Markkanen's got 6.
A gifted scorer. You know, this team trusts Markkanen's shot selection and offensive initiative.
Thomas misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Markkanen with a screen on Thomas. George for three. Another three for Utah.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Thomas against Sexton. Johnson a screen on Sexton. Got a piece of it. Here's Hendricks. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Yeah, moving the ball with a purpose. Lowry Markkanen. Nice pass.
Johnson a screen on George. Outside Johnson. Sexton against Thomas. Claxton down low. 3 on the clock. Johnson finds Melton. And the Nets miss again. On the wing, Sexton. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got it.
And so it's Utah, ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Filipowski out there with John Collins. Then there's Collier, then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. Utah shooting their first free throw this game. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. For 3, Collins hits a three-pointer.
And sometimes Collins makes this look so effortless, as if the 3-shot is just that easy.
The shot by Watford, no good. Utah leading by 14. Collins outside. Pass to Collier. Collins a screen. The 3-ball. Rebound Brooklyn. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Here they come with numbers in transition. The 3 from Russell. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And it's Vince Sanity himself, Vince Carter, in the building tonight.
And talk about a spectacular career. Really helped launch basketball in Toronto and the entire country of Canada. And, of course, elevated the Nets as well in his 5 years with this team.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Martin, the pass to Russell. Back to Martin. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Collins, no good. Nets trail by 13. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he drops them first. Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree. Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
That one goes in. Sensabaugh's got 6 points.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Clarkson with the ball. Russell covering. Here's Collier. Flushes it down to finish the break.
An efficient facilitator, Clarkson gets the ball to the right guy.
Now here's Martin. Defense right on him. And here's Russell. Watford outside. Sharp, a screen on Collins. Shot clock at 3. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
To the middle. Here's Collier with the drive. Up top, Collins. Watford covering. Here's Collier. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Russell to pass to Williams. Off target from three-point range. Utah leading by 15. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Pass to Sensabaugh. Hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Utah ahead, up by 15. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They led by as many as 18. We've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. Cameron Johnson out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The kick out to Johnson. Fires the three. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Back to George. Marking it outside. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Jazz lead by 14.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Clowney. Just 5 on the clock. Thomas outside. From deep, Melton. Offensive board. Here's Clowney. Now here's Melton. George defending. Thomas outside. Second chance effort. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Colin Sexton. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul.
15 seconds.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Claxton, a screen on Sexton. And here's Thomas from the arc. Pass to Melton. Thomas against Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Johnson against Markkanen. And it falls all over the rim and in. Markkanen's got 12 points in the game.
And offensively, Markkanen is in the zone. He's using his size well, and the defense hasn't had an answer.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. And stolen by Melton. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Sexton. Here's Clowney, rips down the breakaway slam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Markkanen for 3. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
They set the screen. Thomas outside. Claxton passes to Melton. Claxton a screen on George. Here's Melton. And he banks in the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Utah leading by 11. George feels it out a bit. There's the drive and the jam by George.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
To the wing, right side. And stolen by Sexton. In transition, here they come. Here's Hendricks. They get it back. Right wing, from behind the arc. The shot off that time.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. For Utah, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Collier, guarded by Russell. Pass to Clarkson. Over Russell. And another miss by Utah. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to over. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. John Collins out there with Filipowski. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. Collins with a screen on Williams. And that one's good. Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Williams with the screen. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Pass to Filipowski. Over to the left wing. Goes up from the top of the key. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Jazz. They led by as many as 18. Clarkson for three. And it's Martin with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Back to Russell. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Jazz leading by 13. Here's Collier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Clarkson for three. Nails it from three. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities. It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Collins, no good. Nets trail by 18. Martin, the pass to Russell. Watford outside. And here is Williams. To stop the drought. Collins with the rebound. The Jazz have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Clarkson against Russell. Clarkson outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pulls up. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches.
Collins a screen. Clarkson for 3. And he can't get that one. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Williams' shot is good. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Fires from deep. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Collier, guarded by Russell. And another miss by Utah. And the Nets with possession here. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Clarkson outside. From downtown. Sharp grabs the miss. Watford outside. Pass to Williams. Clarkson against Russell. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Doesn't go that time. And it's Utah with the ball. They led by as many as 18. George against Williams. Marketing for 3. And another miss by Utah. So we see the Jazz get the win here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
a showdown tonight. Here we go, everybody. This should be a beauty.
Kev, you can feel the excitement in this building. Number one, when it's a cross-conference rival, you know you only get to see this twice per year. And the rivalry is what makes this so much fun.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Walker Kessler is out there with Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Markkanen is screen on White. Fires for three. Buzelis grabs the board. Here's Chicago. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Down low, out to White, back to Vucevic, and yes, it's good.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. The Bulls knocking down the three inside to end the run, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. Kessler, a screen on Williams. Kessler with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sexton, the pass to Kessler. It's rebounded by Giddey. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside Williams. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Giddey. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. And it's sent back by Kessler. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Williams, a screen on George. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's White missing. Jazz trail by 5. Hendricks passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Here's Markkanen. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 3. Markkanen a screen on White. Hendricks passes to Markkanen. He nails it, and we're tied up. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
White setting the pick for Giddey. Got it, and he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Out to the right wing. White against Sexton. On the wing, George. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside, White. Pass to Giddey. White against Sexton. White, good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Sexton with a screen on Giddey. He got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Collins is out there with Smith. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Herter in at the 2. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report.
Well, pick your poison. Jordan Clarkson is proficient in the pick-and-roll game, and he's basically saying, what do you want to give me? I'm going to take advantage.
Yep, that one goes. Ball's got his first 2 points. Utah's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And here's Collins from outside. Rebound by Smith.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Dosunmu with it. He's picked up by Collins. Right side, Ball. Ball sets a screen for Collins. Jacks up a 3. And Ball is good for 3. Ball's got 5 now.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Smith dishes the ball to the middle. Collins with the block.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Ball, the pass to Smith. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Say that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Ball against Clarkson. Pass to Collier. Clarkson is screen on Herter. Jazz passing it around. Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Dosunmu, the pass to Herter, to the right side.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Ball with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson surveying the floor. Over to the wing. Clarkson is screen on Smith. Collins kicks to Clarkson. There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Clarkson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Utah.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
The drive-by ball, and Ball slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Second team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's Collins high post. Here's the teardrop. That one drops for him.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Ball kicks to Collins. Another three for Chicago.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Utah shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Here's Dosunmu. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for the Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And so in the game for the Jazz, the guard pair. It's George and Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the three. The seventh pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Now here's Giddey. 9 points in the game so far. They get the rebound, and it's put back in by Vucevic. And the Bulls lead by 5.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
George finds Markkanen over Buzelis. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 7 points. On the wing, Giddey. Defended by George. Giddey, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
George with no one around. And he hits it to tie the game up.
For 3.
He has 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand on it.
That one falls.
Well, that's about confidence and composure on the interior. Josh Giddey does stand 6'8", makes that a little easier.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, White. Tries again. It's tipped. Now Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Now it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency. The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 11. It's good. Giddey's got 6 here in this quarter.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Offline with his 3. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Giddey.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Vucevic. White wide open. He fires. And the Bulls another 3.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
George dishes to Sexton. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by the Bulls. 1:33 left here in the third quarter.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside for Sexton. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sexton's got 6 points.
Well, this is what you call finding angles to come off in the catch-and-shoot situation. Nice job by Colin Sexton.
Outside Williams. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. Utah has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Here's Giddey after the basket by Utah. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Sexton, and there's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Sends the ball no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to Dosunmu. And it's ball in the corner. Back to Dosunmu. Just 3 on the clock. No good. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Jazz trail by 6. They've got Jalen Smith. Kevin Huerter is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power. Not just going for the layup. Solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Here's Collier. Oh! And he dunks it down.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Huerter. Bulls moving the ball around. Huerter with a screen on Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And I tell you what, Ball has proven to be a threat to score whenever he has it. When he's feeling it, boy, the D is going to be in for a long night.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Zach Collins. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Chicago leading by 8. Outside, Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Giddey. Outside, Ball. Williams has a screen for Ball. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. George against Giddey. George passes to Kessler. Over Ball. And good that time.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Williams, a screen on Sexton. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. From the arc. A shot off that time.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Sexton with a screen on Ball. In the corner, it's Kessler.
2 minutes.
Ball against Sexton. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Big shot player Sexton showing us he loves the spotlights. He's energized performing here under the bright lights.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith has checked in. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Markkanen. Rebound by Smith.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
At the line for 2, Nikola Vucevic. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Markkanen. George looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Markkanen a screen on Williams. Puts up a 3. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Markkanen.
The willingness to embrace the pressure. Markkanen, big-time delivery.
Ball. It drops.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands.
Now, here's Sexton. Yes!
This is what leaders do. You gotta love seeing Sexton own these moments and coming up clutch.
Ball against Sexton. Outside, Ball. It's good!
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
Now, here's Sexton. Three-pointer. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Vucevic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Giddey. Ball kicks to Giddey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
BA, it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Cam Thomas out there with Williams. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Johnson. And it's Clowney in at the 4. Now here's White. Drives to the hoop. That one falls. Coming off the Vucevic feed.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Ball, he's checked in for Giddey.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking into the
Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
first personal foul.
And here's Ball. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now the Nets with it. It's a 5-point game. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Back to Ball. Here's Vucevic. Rejected by Claxton. Now Thomas. Down low. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Thomas.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's White. Fires for 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Williams against White. And Williams punches it home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And the basket is good.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Williams a screen on Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
At the line for the Nets, Cameron Thomas. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the ball.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Takes the 3. Sinks the tray.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 5 points.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ball against Thomas. Pass to Claxton. Clock at 6. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Here's Ball. He's got 5. Here's Buzelis. Ball outside. Now here's Vucevic. Outside White. Ball taking his time here. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Williams in the post. Working on Williams. And stolen by Williams. Here's Ball. Finished off the break. He has 7.
Turning on the Jets in transition. Ball, excellent job at getting to the right spots in these situations.
Here's Claxton. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Ball outside. Pass to White. The three. Williams grabs the board. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he tries.
Yes! I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
When he's within range, Vooch is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
The Nets have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Claxton passes to Williams. Thomas against ball. Thomas left side. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Shoots over Vucevic. Thomas misses.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Ball outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 9.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, they've also started out on fire from mid-range. We'll see if they continue to that approach as the game goes on.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Trendon Watford is out there with Johnson. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Herder. Back to Giddey. There's the 3. Herder can't hit. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Pass to Melton. Up top, Johnson. No points so far. Watford left side. Who poked away and stolen by Herder. And a fast break now for the Bulls. The Sunmu for 3. On target from range.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Outside Russell. Outside Johnson. And he buries his first look.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Sharp with it, guarded by Smith. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's a pick. Russell from outside. Smith with the rebound. Chicago leading. DeSumo outside. Count it. Good. DeSumo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Giddey against Russell. Outside Johnson. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside Giddey. And he makes it on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Chicago lead. Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Now here's Giddey. Dosunmu, right side. And it's good for 2. Dosunmu's got 7 points in the game.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
A minute 29 left in the second quarter. From deep, Melton. He buries it from 3. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Giddy against Melton. Dosunmu outside. And the three-pointer goes. 10 points for him.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Oh, my. He's got a little something special for us here, B.A.
Yeah, you know he does. And now they built the lead. This is when he breaks out the crazy moves. Watford with it, and it's Giddy picking him up. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. Dosunmu, the pass to Herder. And so the ball out of bounds. Herder touched it last.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Nets trail by 7. Melton outside. Russell a screen on Herder. Melton passes to Johnson. 15 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Dosunmu outside. Here's the 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Bulls out in front, up 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Dosunmu really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Nikola Vucevic. Buzelis out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Johnson with a bucket.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. And that one drops for him.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Ball no good. Nets trail by 5. Here's Clowney. And he jams it home with authority.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Ball with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Back to Ball. Williams with the screen. All no good. Nets trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And Williams punches it home.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Gets the 3 to fall. Vucevic has got 5.
The ability to stretch the 4 is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
Thomas against Ball. Vucevic with a steal. Pass to Ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Thomas driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Russell from outside knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Watford the pass to Russell. And stolen by Herter. DeSumo with it. Johnson on him. Collins a screen. Outside Giddey. 50 seconds left in the third. Back to DeSumo. Herter passes to Smith. Just 3 to shoot. There's the triple. Goes back up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 4-point Bulls lead.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
That one falls. Sharp's got his first points of the game. Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Now here's DeSumo, covered by Johnson. Now here's DeSumo. Uses the glass on the layup. DeSumu's got 12 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Trendon Watford is out there with Sharp. Then there's Johnson, and it's Melton in at the 2 guard. Watford the pass to Sharp. Russell a screen on Collins. And it's Russell on the drive. Comes up empty down low. Chicago leading by 7. Right side Herder takes a 3. Sharp grabs the miss.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Watford. Launches it. Connects from downtown.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Collins. Williams is checked in for DeSumo. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Herder. Now here's Ball. 5 to shoot. Williams with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 7.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
They set a pick. Here's Thomas for 3. Oh, my. And they want a second opinion on that call.
First personal foul.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Ball passes to Giddey. Johnson against Williams. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. And here's Ball. Back to Giddey. Thomas with a steal. Williams passes to Claxton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Now here's Williams. Now here's Vucevic. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Heat a game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. And that one falls for Vucevic.
What makes Vuce so tough is the combination of size and athleticism. Defenses are always trying to figure him out. That's why this man is a double-double every night.
Now here's Thomas. Outside Johnson. Back to Thomas. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Clowney. Williams finds Thomas. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth. Johnson passes to Thomas. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Ball outside. Claxton with the block. To the paint. Here's Clowney. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Williams. Back to Smith. Buries it down low. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Now here's Giddey. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Melton, he's checked in for Thomas. That free throw good from Giddey.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Williams. Giddey defends. Here's Clowney. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Giddey finds Smith. The kick out to Williams. Giddey against Melton. Back to Vucevic. Now Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That's good from Smith.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
There's Ball with a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here.
Taking 3 shots.
And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 for 3.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach.
This one belongs to Chicago. A clean win, and one where they...
rebound. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Thomas is out there with Williams. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Markkanen's got the opening field goal of the game for the Jazz. Thomas with the ball. Outside Williams. Misses the 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. It's a 3-point game. Sexton for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Here's Clowney after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. 3-on-3. The open look here for Sexton. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Thomas outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Stolen by Thomas. Pass to Clowney. Back to Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Sexton for 3, and the Jazz another 3.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Clowney. Back to Thomas.
And you can see the commitment already here defensively by Markkanen, not allowing this man to get comfortable. Love the fact that he's working on it.
Nets trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Clowney. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. They set the screen. Wasted no time on that one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Tipped away. Claxton with the steal. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Second shot opportunity. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .136 left here in the first quarter. Thomas against George. To the inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
I like the decisiveness by Markkanen in the screen and roll, really knowing when to shoot once he gets the screen.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's George. Nothing on the board. Pass to Hendricks. That's where a screen on Johnson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson outside. Thomas with the ball. Defended by Sexton. Johnson for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Three-pointer, Markkanen drains it from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got 10 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen lets the three fly, and Utah another three.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
The three from Thomas, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Russell. Watford out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Johnson in at the three slot. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebound.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. Chalk up 2 there. Melton's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Driving to the basket. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Melton passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Count it. Watford's got his first points of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
With the drive. Collins looking around.
Brooklyn foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sensabaugh. No scoring in this one. The Jazz working the ball around now. Just 3 to shoot. On deep, Collins. Rebounded by the Nets. Now Watford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Guido Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was in most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And dishes to Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Now, here is Russell. Watford passes to Melton. Back to Watford. Here's Melton. Pass to Watford. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz leading by 5. 1:39 left to play here in the half. To the paint. Lebowski passes to Clarkson. A floater. Rebounded by the Nets. Pass to Melton. There's Russell with the three. Filipowski grabs the board. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Clarkson for three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Clever on-ball decision by Clarkson, using the pick to get himself free for that one.
Johnson kicks to Russell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
3 points.
Russell's got 5 points in the quarter. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Collins against Sharp. And finished off by Collins.
And Collins isn't going to take it easy when he's going to the basket. He's throwing it down with force.
Good on the triple.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Sensabaugh. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Sensabaugh has got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Off the inbound pass. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Walker Kessler is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Now here's Williams. He has yet to score. 5 on the clock. Thomas, no luck.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Knocked loose. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. Pass to Claxton. Johnson down low, defended by George. There's Thomas with the 3. It's good from long range. Thomas got 9.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz span the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Up top, Markkanen. Over Johnson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 15.
A big boost to their chemistry when Markkanen is operating the pick and roll that well. Teams need their bigs to master that set.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Brooklyn has possession. 7-point differential. Thomas, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Markkanen, good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sexton. Thomas, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sexton on the wing, covered by Johnson. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kessler's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Johnson outside. Pass to Williams. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Down low, Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Shoots over Johnson. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Shoots the three, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Johnson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here is George. Still scoreless. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Clowney pulls it in. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, the kick out to Williams. And the three off target. And he jams it with authority.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's George, following the bucket by the Nets. Outside, Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Jazz up 5. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Johnson.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Watford out there with Johnson. Then it's Sharp, then it's Russell, and it's Melton in at the 2 spot. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Russell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Next ball.
Nets trail by 5. Melton sets a screen for Russell. Pass to Melton. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Now Russell launches a three. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Melton against Clarkson. Here's Collier. Here's the screen. Collins with it. Shoots over Melton. Collins, good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Melton sets a screen for Russell. Melton kicks to Russell. Shoots over Clarkson and off the front iron, and in it goes. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Melton, no good. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside, Russell. In the corner, it's Watford. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Back to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Sharp finds Russell. Driving in, score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
An old school finish there with the finger roll. You gotta be committed to a move like that, and he was.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Russell passes to Melton. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Sensabaugh. Sinks the three-pointer.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Right side, Russell. Watford passes to Sharp. Back to Watford. Screen by Russell. Here's the drive. It's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Shot from the inbound. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbound. Well done.
Kessler the screen. Markkanen in the corner. From deep. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Yeah, this isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Johnson's shot is off. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to George, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Johnson, a wide open look. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball. In fact,
And the starting group for Chicago. Kitty and White pair to make the backcourt. Buzel is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Jazz, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by Utah. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. So comfortable this close to the cup.
And here's Kessler. Back to Sexton. Kessler, a screen on White. Here's Sexton. Cans it from the wing.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Vucevic, the pass to Williams. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Vucevic against Kessler. Outside, Williams from deep. Giddey drops in the 3.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Now here's Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Giddey passes to Vucevic. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
Here's Markkanen. Tries again. White with a steal. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Williams up top. Outside White. Pass to Giddey. The kick out to White. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Vucevic's shot is off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Sexton against White. The floater. Kessler with a rebound. Utah trailing here. Here's Hendricks. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's White. Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Sexton. 4-3. Counted from distance. Sexton's got 5 now.
Big-time range from Colin Sexton. Test your limits, young sir.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season. Averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback. And just a dynamic scoring guard.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Utah leading by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
White can't hit. On offense, here's Utah. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Sexton passes to Markkanen. outside the arc. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to White. Williams on the wing. Checked by Sexton. Williams a screen on George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Sexton. The Jazz have gone 7 of 9. A solid percentage so far. And here's George. Markkanen outside. Back to George. Gets it up. And so it's the Utah Jazz finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Filipowski out there with John Collins. And then there's Collier. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Collier. Pass to Clarkson. Collins with a screen on Herter. Collins outside. Back to Clarkson. This one for 3. And it's blocked by Collins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the quick 3. Bulls trail by 5.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now Ball outside Herter. DeSumo outside. Herter, a screen on Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Ball.
Boy, that's a high percentage look by Jalen Smith. Exactly what you want your big man to create.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now here's Herter. Back to Ball. Pass to Smith. Clock at 4. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on John Collins. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The Bulls trail by 3. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Sensabaugh. And the 3 off target. For Chicago, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Ball surveys the floor. And Ball throws it down.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The 3, Collins. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because if you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defense defensively protect the rim, to be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from three. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside Herter. And there's the screen. And Paul throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, drills it from deep. Collins has got 6 here in the quarter.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Ball. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Here's Collier. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
DeSumo. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Utah.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Now here's Ball. Guarded closely. Collins, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Sensabaugh. Another 3 for Utah. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So Utah ends up going with a new group. We've got 22 seconds left in the second period. From deep, Giddey. Utah with the rebound. Pass to Sexton. Kessler, a screen. Inside. Outside for Sexton. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's Utah, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Here's Sexton. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
And a foul called on the... And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls. Good on both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Markkanen, the pass to Sexton. Back to Markkanen for three. No good there. Bulls trail by 12. Vucevic with it. 90 seconds into the second half now. Picked by Vucevic. Williams from long range. Sends it home from three-point land.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Markkanen looking it over. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Giddey. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
White, the pass to Giddey. Williams from long range. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz leading by 7. Outside Sexton. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Sexton. Sent away.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Sensabaugh. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sensabaugh's got 9.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Collins. Ball outside. Back to Collins. Beyond the arc. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clarkson for 3. They get it again. And that's an intentional foul.
Kevin Carter. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And the Jazz with possession here. 7-point differential. Here's Sensabaugh. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Knocked loose. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Utah shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the official.
Action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Ball. Tightly guarded. Herter against Clarkson. Ball outside. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. Here's Ball. 6 points for him. Can't hit from in close. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Jazz leading by 11. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Giddey against Clarkson. DeSumo outside. Collins, high post. Collins a screen. The three from Ball. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
You know, so quick, so twitchy. Jalen Smith, go ahead.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Poke loose. All by himself. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Giddey. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Utes. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Filipowski. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then there's John Collins. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Ball outside. Shoots over Collier. 5 on the clock. Collins a screen. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
And there's the drive.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
DeSumo, the pass to Giddey. There's a screen. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Both teams will make substitutions. The 3 from Sexton. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Ball passes to Collins. From deep, Giddey. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball against George. There's a screen. Over to the wing. Kessler finds George. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And again, Chicago, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That free throw good from Sexton. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
The shot misses. Giddey with a defensive effort. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 9. It's Giddey on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Hendricks. Collins defending. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls trail by 9. Pass to Vucevic. To the right side. For 3, Collins. Outside Giddey. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Back to Ball. Picked by Vucevic. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Another shot. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Markkanen with a screen on Ball. Pass to Kessler. Back to Sexton. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 7.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Sinks it from distance.
Boy, Josh Giddey showing off that great vision right there.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Fires the 3. No good.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Outside Sexton. Markkanen finds Sexton. Back to Markkanen. Kessler, a screen on Vucevic. Pass to George. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Markkanen misses.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Second personal foul. Second team.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Williams drops them both.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a 1-possession game.
George passes to Markkanen. Oh, the trifecta! And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 1 second left to play in the fourth. And Utah calls time here. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sensabaugh. Misses the shot. And so it's Utah who scrape by with the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.